Yeah, some fitness guy, some fitness TikToker committed suicide.
Yeah, how?
Don't know. Just saw the thread.
Well,
Just get big and lift, bro.
useful. Not.
It says suicide.
Yo, hello, welcome. Welcome.
Hello, Boo Goo.
Yes, there was a show yesterday, and it was the best show ever. I hope you watched it. Yes.
Okay.
My cadence.
Your cadence.
My cadence. It's similar cadence. Okay.
Okay then.
Cool. You're like this other guy. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Cool.
steroid-induced hormonal depression ain't a joke. Plus, being buff is only one of 3 required sixes of hell.
What?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out why that dude killed himself or how he killed himself.
Which dude?
The fitness streamer.
Oh.
Curiosity.
Janalpha's fucked. CIA agent exposes Israel plot and gets arrested. These annex Canada, Donald. Four in 10 Canadians would vote to be American if citizenship and conversion of assets to USD is guaranteed. Aslafa, enlightened Lou. I am completely enlightened.
Yes.
I'm the most enlightened individual ever. I have all the answers. Come get them. Literally.
Literally.
Also, one thing I forgot, I'll talk about in the show, but one thing I forgot to talk about yesterday is how mushrooms cure trauma.
Yeah.
They cure trauma.
And addiction.
And addiction, yes.
Well, because addiction really is just a person trying to self-medicate away their trauma.
Yes. I'm not joking, I'm different now. Fucking crazy.
So, let me explain. When Lou says he's different, okay, I've been with Lou for about 8 months now, and I have watched this man eat and how he eats. So when he says...
Is this a good example?
This is a really...
change, really?
This is a really good example.
Comical. This is a little comical. But
It isn't.
Continue.
It isn't. Because you don't get full.
I don't.
You never get full. You eat. You do not get full. It's like you're never satisfied when you eat, no matter how much you eat. And today I saw you eat a normal amount of food and stop eating before the food was gone because you were full. And I've never seen you do that. I've never seen you do that in 8 months.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not this stop tasting good. I've seen you be like, this doesn't taste good anymore and stop eating it and start eating something else. But I've legit never seen you say, I'm just full. Ever. And that is an example of your core being is different.
Odyssey is dumping Stripe. Weird.
Oh, that sucks.
Dio was able to feed Lou until he couldn't eat anymore.
Dio was able to feel Lou until he could
feed
Lou.
Yeah, when we visited.
No, you just stop eating.
Yeah.
You really do just...
Yeah.
You don't get full.
Maybe I didn't like your food so much, Dio. I don't know. It was pretty okay. What did we eat?
What do we eat at Dio's?
I don't even remember.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches?
We had bread. Remember? Fresh bread, meat.
Oh, those were okay. Nothing great.
Fashy said, I also noticed he's not gaming as much.
It's been a few... The past... Look, I'm telling you guys. I could see what to do. And I've, like, connected with Bo on, like... I don't know. I'm just we're way closer, I feel like.
Yeah.
For sure. So, I don't know. What was it? We had so much of what? Sandwiches? I don't know.
Yeah, the sandwiches.
It has to be a pretty goddamn good sandwich for me to like love it. The bread, I don't know. There's a lot of bread. When's the harem? I don't need, dude.
When's the harem?
I don't even know now. Like, dude, after that, like, night, holy fucking shit. I don't even know. I don't even know if I need lowly waifu anymore. Like, but it'd be nice.
Lowly waifu would be nice.
It'd be nice.
It would be.
It'd be cool.
Still want the cult.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Soon. Dude, I'm not joking when I say I feel like I could take it and just know what to do. But I haven't taken... whatever. I don't really... Whatever. Whatever. Newbie. Idiot. Lou. Could I even function around people on that highway? That was probably not. Be fucking weird and crazy.
No.
No, probably not. Be freaking people out.
Here's the post about it. We're dropping Stripe. Odyssey.
Luke says the fuck happened while I was gone. Watch the episode I put out today.
What? Yeah, watch the latest episode. Trying to be a tough guy, listening to rap metal, turntables and...
Oh, Ace for whatever the... Yes, ma'am says harems are expensive. That's why lowly waifu needs to have a rich daddy.
Yes.
Yeah. It's called being reborn, Lou. Something like that for sure. I'm definitely different, man. I'm definitely different.
Definitely, it's...
I feel like I can convince anybody if I talk to them in real life, face to face, and do.
Yeah.
I can convince them. Mm-hmm. I just have to have a very specific set of factors.
Lou, you were dead asleep last night, and I called my mom. And what did you do? I'm talking to my mom, and I'm crying, and I'm highly emotional.
Up, dude. I mean, it's like I'm like connected on another level. It's fucking crazy. I don't know. It's fucking nuts. I love it. This will be Lou. Japanese man, 35, has 4 wives, 2 girlfriends, hasn't worked in 10 years. Something like this.
Is that Luke saying start an accelerist quasi-national socialist cult with you and your wives and then teach some celebrities about how to enter the Minecraft dimension? No, that's a little glow.
I'm trying so hard to stop that. Oh my gosh, they're not that bad. They're kind of... Wow!
What?
He's just got a harem of Japanese waifus.
マッチングアプリってあって、それで知り合って
Wow, yes,
一緒に暮らそうよ
He has 4 wives and 2 girlfriends.
結婚しようとか連れてきまして、そこで
Marries who's next in line to become wife, then divorces her so is legally able to
衝撃とかびっくりみたいなのもなかったですか？いやびっくりはするけど、ああこういうことか。
This one looks funky.
その場
They
で
all
ぶち
look a
切れ
little
て、
funky.
なまみ
They're
たい
all
な
a bit
ない
bag-facey, but
ないよね、あの雰囲気だもんね。
whatever.
なんでこう一人じゃダメ？
They're all a bit bag-facey. Whatever.
他に彼女は
They have the graph. They have the graph. Hilarious. That must be a handful. That's probably a handful, though.
Yeah,
Probably
but but that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a big
That's
harem.
a big harem.
Just do what the Prophet Muhammad did. He had a lowly wife.
I definitely think Invixum tapped into the mushroom stuff somehow.
Nexium, yeah, they did.
Nexium, whatever the fuck. I definitely think he tapped into that shit, for sure. Because it's real.
It is.
It's real. Man with pants, hey friends, hey man with pants.
Hi, man with pants.
I guess a good way to increase the population.
Yes.
think every man should have 4 wives. Very simple. Very simple.
Well, that's just it. So one of the more interesting things about the various religions that assert that men who are able to should have 4 wives, those religions are basically saying that the bottom 50 to 75% of men should not reproduce. Quite literally.
I mean, the thing is, right now, there's a problem with that because ugly people are reproducing and creating genetic abominations.
Well,
or something.
For very long,
and diversity.
Christianity is one of the few religions and the cultures that evolved under Christianity is one of the few that allowed men to reproduce at similar rates as women.
Nipu says, how do you feel watching lowly pictures now? I literally haven't looked at porn since I did the trip.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at porn since when I usually look at it quite a bit, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched or looked at any porn. If you want 4 wives, you have to kill 3 men. No, not necessarily.
No, you just have to accept that there are 3 men who will be unable to reproduce because you have stolen their wives.
Oh well, why is it 50-50? Make it so there's more women than men in the genetic pool. Bam, done. Problem solved. Problem solved. Just cleanse out the weak men from the baby gene pool. Like when you get like a defective baby, literally throw it off a mountain like Spartans.
So
throw it off a mountain.
That's actually what war is basically for. So the Mormons, what they do with their excess men is they send them off as missionaries. Okay. What the Muslims do with their excess men is they send them off to war. And that's basically, for a very long time historically, that works. Sending off the low-class, low-grade men to die or be missionaries, it works. It keeps relative cohesion and peace, even though the high-class Chads have harems.
Non-Jeep Trucker Chad says, the porn Jew's a hard one to beat. I don't know. I feel like with mushrooms anything is possible, man. Literally.
Literally.
I mean, if it's like you at a human base level, I feel like you can change it. It's possible. I had trauma with fucking claustrophobia.
Yeah.
Being locked in a box when I was a kid. Okay, during Christmas, I accidentally got locked in a box and I was screaming and screaming and screaming. I was hyperventilating, almost like kids have died.
Locked in boxes like that.
Okay, because you hyperventilate, you suffocate, and then you die. Okay, that has happened to children. And I was freaking the fuck out. And my parents, heard me. They were out. Everyone was outside. So I was in there for a while.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was in there for a minute. Okay, it was 15 to 20 minutes. I was locked in a fucking box. I could not move my arms. It was horrible. Okay, and the mushrooms, I'm telling you, it took it away. Okay? Bo could come behind me and squeeze me, and sometimes I just jerked away. It's trauma.
Sometimes when I would be sitting with him, he'd just be like, I can't breathe, you have to get off.
Yeah.
I'm getting claustrophobic.
There's trauma in us for stuff. And it lets you fix it.
Yeah. And he wanted to fix it while he was on the trip, and
it's nuts,
we
man.
Fixed
it's
it.
Beautiful. This stuff is incredible. It literally is magic. I'm going to try and take some of Bo's trauma away in the future.
Yeah.
So, we'll let you know.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Bashi says war is inherently dysgenic. Historically, they didn't send their weakest warriors to battle. Which religion? Christians didn't. You are correct. Muslims did. Muslims did.
Luke says masturbation should get rid of magical viral. Dude, masturbation is you're indulging a base instinct. Is what masturbation is.
It's indulging a base instinct. It's training yourself to want and need your own touch in order to get off.
Yeah.
And if you're utilizing porn on top of that, you're quite literally teaching yourself to watch other people have sex to get off.
Yeah.
While you jerk yourself to get off.
That's a training session for you.
It trains you to be a cuck.
Yeah.
It trains you to like watching sex, not participating in sex, watching sex.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was crazy. Crazy. Life-changing. Let's do the show, though, because
It's something everyone says who's taken a McKenna dose, is it is life-changing.
Life-changing.
And
Okay, I'm
everybody
different.
tells you that everyone who's done it says, yes, this should do.
It's great. I feel so good. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, just fine.
I guess I'll record.
Yeah, Fashy. Fashy said, didn't know about that about Muslims. I heard, though, men used to be much taller in Europe, but they're shorter now due to all the centuries of war in Europe. Yes, Fashy. The Muslims, actually, quite frankly, the only reason the Muslims aren't smarter and taller is because they interbreed far too much. They marry first cousins a lot, and it's...
Incest.
The incest rate
like
with
Jews.
Muslims is too high.
It's like the same with Jews.
If they quite literally just made it a law within the Muslim church that you couldn't marry anyone closer than a third cousin, they would be taller and smarter within a fucking generation. They're doing it to themselves by inbreeding. But they do. They send the single men off to war, and the single men are the ones who are not capable of supporting themselves and supporting a wife. So those tend to be the lesser men, the dumb ones. And that's also why that's also one of the reasons Arabs used to have such high casualty rates in war.
He says, I thought average height has gone up continuously in Europe.
No, it hasn't. It's actually gone down over the last century, and it took a huge crash right after World War I and again right after World War II.
Wonder why.
Losing all those men really did. Europe lost the best men, and it was done on purpose.
Someone in chat earlier was saying they were sending the worst men. They were sending chaff for the wars.
Russia was. Some
America
countries
was sending
did.
our youngest, like our children.
America was sending the best.
I mean, our children are the best. They're the prime.
Well, understand, in World War I, Americans were the super soldiers.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even kidding. American farm stock, those boys that were raised on American farms working, were super soldiers.
Yeah.
Super fucking soldiers compared to every other soldier out there.
And Americans innately know how to use guns. You don't need gun training because everyone had a gun back in the day. It's like everyone knew how to fucking
everyone
use a gun.
shot better.
Yeah.
And in World War II, the Germans were the super soldiers, and even quite literally the only soldiers that were a physical match for the Germans were the farm boys from America. And I would tell you that that's one of the reasons that every policy they instituted post World War II has made it so that there are less and less and less farm boys being raised in America. Every single one. Just look up the rural versus urban statistics and how many people used to live rural versus urban. It's crazy how much it changed after World War II and how fast. They did it on purpose because they did not want super soldiers.
You're doing the show.
Okay, Lusaba, did you want another hit?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Today is Friday, January 17th, 2025. I'm Luigi, and this is...
Bodacious Tatas.
What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Texas marriage bill, then we're going to talk about Gen Z and alcohol, and for the finale, artificial wombs and robo-waifus. That's the show today.
Wow, nice.
The great show. Let's get into it, shall we? First, based, multiple states are passing marital legislation that both incentivizes marriage and children with multiple new tax breaks, and also makes divorce much more difficult to pursue. Texas covenant marriage bill, mutual consent and marriage counseling required for divorce. And you'd have to sign an affidavit declaring intent to enter into a lifelong commitment before getting married.
This is good.
Yeah, good?
Yes, this is good.
But you're trying to get divorced right now or something, right?
Yes, so?
Okay, so more laws on divorce?
Yes, I do not think divorce should be easy. I do not think divorce should be simple and easy. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I'm not legally divorced is because the state I'm in makes...
It's very hard. It's very hard. It's
exactly.
Hard. Stuff is hard.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I want that. I think that is good for society overall. Yes.
Okay. First post, great. Now, we'll be extra stuck when she starts cheating on you and stealing all your money. Yeah. And you have to do marriage counseling, too? God. Annoying.
A bit annoying. A bit annoying. But at the same time, before you get married, you have to understand the gravity of the situation and what you're doing. Like I said, I like that they're doing both. They want to strengthen marriage and make it so that people understand that it's supposed to be a lifelong contract.
Luke says everybody knows what state I'm in, Lou. No, they don't. I have no wiki page. What are you talking about, Luke? I have no fucking wiki page. Bullshit. Lies. Nobody has any information of any sort. Stop being silly.
Dio says mutual consent for divorce is allowed under this bill. This is to stop the women from divorcing for money. That's good.
Still have to do fucking marriage counseling. Retarded. Why? Who cares?
Well, no, you don't have to do marriage counseling. If both of you want to get a divorce, then it happens.
Yeah.
But if one of you wants to get a divorce, then you have to do marriage counseling. So if she wants to divorce you just because she wants to take half your money, you get to make her go through fucking marriage counseling first.
Marriage counseling required for divorce. It sounds like if you want to get divorced, you have to do the counseling first. So they try to heal it with bullshit. That's like stop forcing Americans to do stuff. Just let
90% of divorce is initiated by the woman. So something needs to be done to make it so that it is less appealing for women to divorce their husbands.
That's true, yes. That's not this bill, though, I don't know.
Well, this bill just makes it so you have to jump. Women don't like jumping through hoops. If you make it easy, well then, that's easy. No harm, no foul, that's easy. I just hire a lawyer and boom, I'm divorced.
Right here, mutual consent. What the hell is this? Wife cheats. You want divorce. It was only once, just a mistake. Can't get divorced from slut. Wife cheats again. It was only a mistake again. Can't get divorced from hoe. Yeah, I see nothing going wrong with this. Luke says, if you're a man in 2025 and fall for a gold digger or some shit, you deserve it.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, fuck that.
I mean, I don't disagree. If you fall for a fucking gold digger in this day and age, enjoy. You wanted that.
Yeah.
You should have made her sign a prenup.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. To strengthen, to make it less likely for women to get divorced, there should be some sort of, automatic prenup. So that, because right now women get too much in divorce.
Here's a Kermit. The issue isn't that divorces are too easy to get, it's that they're basically a zero sum where one side typically gets rewarded at the expense of the other. If you really want to incentivize marriage, abolish alimony. divvy up the assets from the marriage if you have to. And I guess child support's hard to completely abolish, but there's no fucking reason someone should have to provide for a spouse who isn't their spouse anymore.
I agree with that.
I agree.
I agree with that. Like I said, right now, divorce is something that is good for women.
Why can't we have the tax breaks for getting married, but not the disastrous consequences of the split, where you have to split everything down the middle or whatever, and then some rich people have to keep paying their wives money because there's like an expected quality of life.
Yeah, you have to keep them at
It's
that
fucking
quality of life.
crazy.
That alimony
It's fucking insane. No. Soccer says, damn Odyssey notifications. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Odyssey.
Yep, Odyssey sucks.
Whatever.
Hi, Sakura.
Welcome. I said okay so many times in the episode yesterday. I was like, okay. I should have cut them all together in a clip at the end, but I didn't realize I was going to say them so many times.
That's kind of funny.
Whatever. I was still I still had the afterglow or whatever the fuck. I was still kind of...
24 hours later. Yeah, that was kind of...
Yeah. Whatever. Crazy. Gigabase, we're so fucking back, boys. For marriage, I guess. Whatever. Lower marriage age, then maybe we'll be back.
Well, that's just it. Lower the age of marriage. So it needs to be... I think it should be... You should be able to marry younger. I think it should be somewhat... I don't want to say easier to get married. I like the idea of requiring some form of counseling so you understand who each other is and how, and that you're actually getting into this for fucking life. Just some sort of hour-long session where you talk with someone and you guys understand this is forever, right? Or whatever.
Maybe. Dia says you were super breathless. I was in awe of life.
Excitement.
I was in awe of life. It's called exuberance or something. Shut up, Dio. It's exuberance. What's the purpose of legal marriage? Tax breaks.
The purpose of legal marriage is to promote child rearing.
Binding two people together, literally. You bind together.
Legal marriage is about making it so, quite literally, legal marriage is to give procreating families tax breaks to promote procreation.
Yep.
You quite literally want married couples to have children, so you give them tax breaks to incentivize that.
Perfect Jay-Z Man says, emotional control-less mushroom man. Okay, well, first off, I can only do it while I'm on the fucking mushrooms, okay? Well, so I can't, whatever. I can kind of see it when I'm off them. And second, I don't want or like to manipulate people. So, love you.
Yeah.
I really just want people to feel good, loved, and happy. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And it is fading, like Dio said. It is kind of fading. It is.
It does.
For sure. But I am different. That is real. So I don't know.
Like a cross between a stoner and a pastor, says Dio.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. Something like that.
Perfect.
Gen Z's and out. Crash, whatever. Man with Pants provides bonus thread. This thread is interesting. Seems Republicans are pushing for death penalty against pedophiles. The government should not have the power to kill its citizens. I don't like that. For anybody. I just don't like death penalty.
I am pro-death penalty because I am I do not think you should be able to imprison a man for the rest of his life. I think that's cruel and unusual punishment.
There is legal slavery in our prisons right now that is not good, that is not right. There is an industrial prison system in America where there's 10 Americans for every 1 Chinese citizen in prison. And per capita, that's fucking crazy because there's millions of Chinese.
Let's put it this way. I think that there should be something called capital punishment. And I think capital punishment should be a choose-your-own fucking punishment. We have decided you will never see the light of day. You are not fit to be in modern society.
I get that.
You choose life in prison, you choose execution, or do you choose gladiator games?
Whatever, life in prison.
And let's make some money off the gladiator games.
Gladiator games would be fucking sick and cool. Okay, maybe they could earn some time off of freedom or something.
No, they just earn better rooms in the gladiator
Whatever,
rooms.
that's fine for me. That's cool. Great.
You know, or you get to earn a fuck. You get a prostitute.
You get
if
to
you
earn
win.
a fuck. They already have...
Like you get a
They already
female
have that.
prostitute. No,
Dude,
that's they only get conjugal visits if they're married.
Oh my god. Are you...
Yes,
Whatever.
I
They
know
bait
this
girls
shit.
now. They bait girls. They baited my cousin. They bait girls now. They baited my cousin. There's all girls into the bad boys.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah, because
in
they're
prison.
Yes, in prison. Part bad boys.
Oh,
Yes.
I know.
Whatever.
But what I am saying is there should be capital punishment. And capital punishment should be you never see the light of day again.
That's okay. Indefinite life hold is good, but the government...
But I
killing
do
you
not
with drugs,
think
but no.
it should be... That's just it. I do not
Legal
think it
slavery,
should
no.
be indefinite life hold and slavery. I think you should be able to choose your own end. This is capital punishment. You want to join the gladiator games? You want to live in a cell for the rest of your life? You want to die? Pick your execution. That should be capital punishment. It shouldn't be the government says you're guilty of a heinous crime and now they're going to electrocute you. It's the government says you're guilty of a heinous crime and
just-
you are removed from society.
The whole prison system needs to be reworked because right now it's like an industrial system. There's judges that send children to the jail just for financial incentive.
Yeah.
So it's not right. It's immoral. It's corrupt. It's broken. Needs to be fixed at a fundamental
Our
level and
entire
changed.
justice system is currently broken.
Yeah.
And executing pedophiles isn't going to fix it.
Yeah. Also, it's like, what are they deeming are pedophiles? And I don't know. That gets all complicated. And
That gets
like
complicated.
that guy going after the 18-year-old. That recent story. We have another one too. It's like that he was trapped, and they were trying to get viral YouTube videos.
What about the 16-year-old who was trying to go on a date with a 13-year-old?
Yeah.
Is he a pedo?
Something.
I mean, legitimately, what are you going to call a pedophile? Is the guy who creates digital lowly what do you call it, Lou?
The AI generated.
The AI generated degen stuff.
Yeah.
Is he a pedophile?
Yeah.
What line does he have to cross to make it pedophilia? I'm legitimately like, what line does the guy who's doing AI degenerated stuff have to cross before he's a pedophile? And
Zocro says, I propose a 2-tier justice system, one for whites without death penalty, one for Jews and blacks where the only sentence is death. I'll tell you how you do that right now. You make them all want to go to one state of their own volition. And then when they go to that state, you influence that state's politics so that the death penalty is enforced.
you can do that. I've also said that, I just said with the capital punishment, you should get your choice. The other one is that we forget about that used to be a common thing is exile.
Yes, exile is
We
good.
used to quite literally exile people.
Yes.
We could have a penal colony that's the exile penal colony over there in Africa or Haiti.
Yeah. Somewhere where there's no planes or trains or money.
Exactly.
Somewhere where it's hard to get out of.
Exactly. You just send
I'm there.
and you are now exiled.
That's
Enjoy.
a good one, Bo. Yeah, that one. That's good. Okay. Next. Gen Z and alcohol, a fading bond. Annual expenditure on alcohol beverages in the United States by generation. We're talking a $20 billion reduction.
$20 billion difference.
Gen Z are dry shites, no cryec. That's... How do you say this? The fucking...
That's a nigger one.
Yeah, it's a cognac, right?
Yeah, cognac.
I think he means cognac. No cognac at all, something like that.
Whatever.
Right, misspells shit, whatever.
Gen Z is just young. No. No, I actually have a theory as to why that is.
And what's your theory, Bo? What's your alcohol theory?
What's my theory?
Yeah.
Gen Z are already addicted to their screens, so they're not addicted, so they don't...
They're addicted to TikTok.
They're addicted, that they have their dopamine addiction, they have this addiction need met by their electronics.
Yeah.
They have their addiction needs met by their electronics.
TikTok is more powerful than any other drug, man. It's like literally dopamine hit, and the algorithm tunes it to what you're liking.
Yeah.
So not only is it like dopamine hit, it knows what you like and it starts to give you what you like.
So it's dopamine hit. So it's an even better dopamine hit.
Exactly. It's like even more efficient dopamine hits to you. Even more, it's endless content of never-ending dopamine hits.
Yes. And between things like TikTok, between things like video games, and I'm not talking about the games like you play. I'm talking about those instant little things that people like to play on their phones. Those instant feel-good games. Ooh, I won! Ooh, I won! Ooh, I won! Look at all the bells and whistles and things.
Yeah.
That is what Gen Z is using to meet their addiction needs.
Also, I think alcohol is like the opposite of mushrooms.
Yes.
I think mushrooms is truth, honesty. Alcohol is like suppression, depression. It destroys things.
It does.
It can destroy people's lives.
Well, alcohol removes your inhibitions and makes you act crazy and makes you act weird. And Gen Z doesn't want to get caught acting crazy and weird on camera.
Exactly. They're scared their life is going to be ruined and permanently put on the web. They have a permanent record.
Yes.
For real.
And whereas when I was growing up, that's going to go down on your permanent record was kind of a joke.
Yeah.
And it's not anymore.
No, it's not.
The internet's fucking forever.
It's for real. For realsy real.
For realsy reals.
Yeah.
So I would say, I mean, on the one hand, it's a good thing because alcohol is so horrible for you. But on the other hand, I know it's being replaced with electronics, and I don't think it's better. I see Gen Z as being so addicted to their screens that they're almost not functional human beings.
This America says alcohol is poison for retards, especially beer.
Yes.
Agreed. Simple as people say. Yes.
Yes,
Very
alcohol.
simple.
Alcohol is meant to keep you stupid, dumb, and working.
Yeah, exactly. It's a corruptive agent, and it can kill you.
Beer has been fed to the lower classes as part of their daily rations for like thousands of years. Like the Egyptians used to do it.
It's a way to control
and
people.
The reason you would get so much beer every day, I mean, based on the alcohol content and the size of the person and how many calories they ate, it's not just to meet your caloric needs. It was to keep you at a level of being slightly inebriated so you didn't feel pain.
Yeah. So
that you could work harder and longer without feeling the pain of it because you were kind of drunk.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
This America says alcohol doesn't mix well with benzos and SSRIs.
No, it does not.
I agree, and people still mix them.
Yes.
People still mix them. Yep.
Alcohol doesn't mix good with with opiates either.
It doesn't mix well at all, and people take
alcohol,
it together.
As a matter of fact, alcohol doesn't mix well with Tylenol.
Yeah.
And Tylenol is in literally every cold medicine out there.
Yeah. Awful. Destroys your...
Acetaminophen destroys your liver.
Yeah.
I don't think... Yeah. Tylenol and alcohol, that combo is lethal to the liver.
This America says alcohol is literally poison. It ruins your organs, your skin, your sleep, etc. Why would you willingly ingest poison? In very, very small amounts. It can be beneficial because it thins your blood. Okay?
It has a few... Look,
Which is not bad.
there are a handful of legitimate medical uses for alcohol. Like, legitimately a handful of uses. One of them is cough syrup.
Yeah.
That's why hot toddies exist, because having a lot of alcohol in your cough syrup kills a lot of the germs and shit that are hanging out in your throat.
That doesn't mean alcohol isn't evil.
That doesn't mean alcohol's bad. It just... So, because there are legitimate medicinal uses for it, then we should allow people to abuse it willy-nilly and just kind of look the other way and say, it's just alcohol. No. Oh, Kat just said, in response to me talking about the amount of beer people would drink,
the water would kill
was
you.
because the water would kill you.
I brought that up slightly in whispers.
No, one of the things that people don't understand is that that's the reason that people drank so much tea. And almost everybody knew that drinking plain water fresh from the well would make you sick. That's why you boiled it. Everybody drank tea. That's why tea was so important. And tea didn't used to be the tea from China and India. It used to be just herbs that you grew in your garden would be mixed into a satchel of tea. Herbs and berries and things. And people still make those teas and drink those teas. But yes, boiling the water or allowing a mix to ferment so that there's alcohol in there to kill the bacteria was something that had to be done.
There's multiple people in the thread saying alcohol gets you sex, and since they don't consume alcohol, they will not have sex, and thus the population will die both. We're all fucked.
No.
Something like that.
No.
No?
No, I do understand where that is coming from, but no, alcohol is not how you get sex.
Sakura says they drank way weaker beer back then.
Yes, that is true. And one of the things I know how to make is, it's called small beer. It was called small beer. There was small beer and there was strong beer or stout beer. But small beer was something you drank every day, and strong beer would be given to you on Sundays and holidays.
This Leo Sanan says alcohol is goy juice. Beer is extremely cheap.
Beer used to be extremely cheap, and it's extremely cheap to make your own small beer. It's something I recommend everybody do. You can make a batch of small beer on your counter in under a week.
Samantha says, alcohol is the worst drug on the planet. It's actually trash poison, and I have more respect for fentanyl addicts.
I disagree with that.
In what way?
In the way that how to put it? I don't have more respect for fentanyl addicts because I do not think fentanyl is the better drug. I have known alcohol.
Fentanyl's awful.
Fentanyl's just awful. Alcoholics aren't bad people. Alcoholics are people who use alcohol to numb themselves to reality. And just because alcohol is good at numbing you to reality doesn't mean that alcohol itself is a horrible thing.
Yeah, say no to the liquid Jew.
Say no to the liquid Jew, but don't ban it.
Yeah, don't ban anything. Banning bad. We already tried that too and it failed. We tried and failed at that
yes.
already. Nipu says, Lou is pretty silent. I am reading through the thread while Bo gives a wonderful rundown on stuff. Thank you.
Yes, then that's my job. I'm supposed to fill the silence with my random chatter and know-it-allness.
It works perfectly. Before there was just silence. Now I have Bo to fill the silence, and people complain about it. Get fucked.
Yeah. Dio says, it's weird that beer is going up in price, but liquor is the same price it was 5 years ago. Almost as though the kikes want us to be alcoholics and kill ourselves with it. Yeah, that's... Actually, one of the things that you should look into, Dio, is the reason that a lot of liquor companies have been sold to foreign investors.
Yes.
And that's why they're able to keep their prices low, because they've been sold off to foreign investors and they're
no longer American.
They're no longer American. And beer prices did go up a few years back, and they went up they went up during COVID. And if they're going up again, it's just, I want to say that it's not that they're trying to push liquor on us, but that liquor companies have been sold and have been sold. Quite literally, they've just been sold. So they're able to make a profit at this time. I expect their prices are going to go up soon too.
Whatever. Alcohol's an intoxicant. Alcohol
is awful.
It's not good.
It really is awful.
Do other things.
Do we do other things? Alcohol. But that being said, I'm not going to prohibit it. There are
Every drug
valid
legal.
uses for alcohol, and quite frankly, I really like vanilla. I like vanilla
Yep.
flavoring
Yeah, me
in
too.
things, and that's
Alcohol.
alcohol.
Yeah.
That is legitimately good vanilla is rum
There's
and
other
vanilla, and you just let it sit for a couple of months, and that is the best.
Next thread, artificial wombs and robo-waifus are the only thing that will save white civilization. Picture is, men are easy, just be nice to them. Note, many women fail this simple task. Lose many times fails the simple task of reading. Why are we talking about it? Why is this the finale, Bo? Why is the last thread of the day the worst thread?
It's always the worst thread.
Robo-waifus, why?
Well, men are easy, just be nice to them. Note, many women fail at this simple task, but note, many men don't care.
About what?
Women.
Many men don't care. Oh, the incels?
No, it's just quite simply, this puts all the blame on women.
A lot of the blame falls on women.
Not all of it.
A lot of it. Like 75% of it.
No.
No?
Relationships have to be 50-50. Or actually 100-100, but relationships are two people.
These are guys that can't even get into relationships, though. These are guys that can't even get to that part. They can't even get their foot in the door. It's like the guy that goes up to a woman and is like, hey, you want to go on a date? And they're like, fuck off.
So,
That's what I'm getting here.
well, so what if you are nice to one of those guys who's never had a girl be nice to them?
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Oh, yeah. We
I've got a doozy of a story about a
we-
really...
What happens when the women are nice to the men? What happens then, Bo?
What happens when girls are nice to men?
Yeah, what happens then, Bo?
Well,
Bad things.
bad
Right?
things. Men think that you want... If you're nice to men, they quite literally think you want to fuck them.
Wow. Who would have thunk? Really? But
And-
that's kind of like, I'm a guy and I'm here with you and you're kind of like into me, right? You're into me. Because we're chatting and you're like flirty, right? So you're gonna fuck me, right?
And if you say no, and if you say no and they don't want to listen, you really are in a pretty fucked up spot.
This is beautiful. Sakura says, women gatekeep sex, men gatekeep relationships.
It's true.
It's true.
It's
Yes.
true. And within the context
Good quote,
of...
man. I mean, from good Sakura quote.
And
Amazing.
within the context of a relationship, men don't necessarily appreciate women being nice to them. Not every man is a good husband and it's his wife's fault. I mean, you guys quite literally helped convince me that I should leave my husband.
Yeah, it's your guys' fault. Ha ha! Lose completely clear conscience. I feel so good. It feels so good. Her ex is a douche. I feel so good. It feels so good.
The more you learn about my ex.
Oh my gosh. Douche. Sakura says that men are used to being invisible to society, Bo. I keep trying to explain this concept to Bo, but it's a concept that's really hard for women to grasp at a base level. It's just hard.
It
Sakura.
is.
It's hard.
It's very much
You
like
can explain
honor.
it,
You
yeah.
can explain honor to me over and over and over, and I
Yeah.
can tell you what it is, but I don't understand it at the intrinsic level that a man does. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
There's emotions men have that women don't have. There's stuff that women have that men don't have.
Yes, and that is why men and women are different, and men can't be women, and women
Yeah.
can't be men.
Exactly.
Because I can never experience life the way you do.
Yeah.
And Sakura, I do know that men are used to being invisible. One of the things that I've done throughout my life that has actually kind of fucked me in a way, but I continue to do it, is, and Lou will back me up on this, I compliment random guys.
Yeah.
I compliment random guys. Just randomly, wow, you smell really good. Wow, look at that tattoo. I compliment random guys.
Yeah.
You look really great today. I do, don't I?
Yes.
I complimented the one kid's
Yep.
mustache.
Bo does. Bo gets, every time we're out, Bo gets like 3 compliments. I'm not like every time. I love the way you look. I love the way you dress. You're so
From
pretty.
women. It's
Yeah.
not just, I don't generally get the compliments
Yeah,
from men.
it's mainly from women, but
It
yeah.
is. Occasionally a man.
yeah, occasionally men. I mean, men gotta have some balls to do that, okay, Bo? That
I
takes
know,
some
because I'm
balls.
with a man.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of good looks from men.
Yeah.
But no, but the reason I compliment men is because I know men are used to being invisible.
Yeah.
And they're not invisible to me and never have been.
Yeah, Sakura says, we're born with no value. I need water.
Right there.
Sakura says, we're born with no value. We aren't owed attention, respect, or unconditional love. Those things must be earned in some way or another. That's it. That I keep trying to explain it, Sakura. I do. And I think Bo does get it.
I do. I mean, as much as a woman can get it, I do. Which is why I legitimately go out of my way to give the men who don't get any attention a little bit.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is men they quite literally think you're hitting on them.
Well, Bo, they've never had a woman ever give them any attention. Okay, like that. Well, you don't understand. I don't get. Why do they think I want to fuck them? Well, okay, Bo. No woman has ever walked up to them in their life, and then you walk up to them and you're like, "Hey, blah blah blah." They're like, "Oh my God, this girl's into me," because they've never had anyone do that to them. Okay, I mean that's what it is. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. Women don't get it because they have like countless men come up to them or whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Endless value.
But hold on. But you feel like endless value, but no, you don't understand. Countless men come up to me and I can't even count the number of men who have offered me roughly $500 or more to come to go to their hotel room. I cannot count that number. Legitimately.
Wow, what kind of aura are you giving out, Bo?
It's like, it's not an insulting amount. Well,
That's back in the day, too.
That's back in the day when I was a cocktail waitress and I was wearing a floozy outfit. That was the uniform. But that's just it. You're like, you'd love to have that, but no, you wouldn't. Would you like to have if you were working at your job, would you like every 10th person to offer you money for sex?
It's a grass is always greener
or
thing, Bo.
100th person or
grass
whatever.
is always greener thing for both sides, okay? The women want some stuff the men have, the men want stuff the women have, whatever. It's men are men, women are women.
We are, and we are different. Sakura said, I want to read what Sakura said up there. Haha, I bet those guys still remember that compliment. For most dudes, those things are exceptionally rare. That is legitimately why I do it.
Why Bo does it.
Because I know men don't get compliments enough, and I think they should be complimented more.
Yeah. And Bo's not a fatty, so she, retains in your memory. It's nice.
And I honestly, I do it, I legitimately do it to give them confidence. Because they should have that. Yeah. I want them to have that. I want them to know that they are...
Dio says... Bo getting dangerously close to threatening men with a good time. Dude, literally, I trust Bo completely. Completely. And I know Bo would do just whatever I ask. It's just so fucking, fundamental.
Yeah.
Yes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Insane.
no, one of the things I actually said to Lou is I wish I was allowed to go to an anime con and hold up a sign free compliments.
Yeah.
And I asked if that was allowed and he said, I think you could do that. You can't do the free hugs though.
Yeah, the free hugs, they don't let you do that anymore.
They don't let you do that anymore.
There was too many hot girls doing free hugs. It was getting a little too touchy-feely, Bo. A little touchy-feely.
And that sucks because a lot of people go years without getting a fucking hug.
Well, maybe if it was a certain anime con, they'd let us do that.
I don't know.
That'd be nice. That'd be good.
It would be nice. I'm weird. I'm weird in that I really think that people deserve love.
They do.
You're
a broken record now, Bo. Shut up!
I don't think you should
Shut
have
up!
to earn it.
Shut up! Francidon says, I just want a nice woman to love me for who I am. I do my best for her and our future children. I do my best for her and our future children.
Yes.
He do his best, Bo. You know, people say that, but then they get in the relationship and then it's all about them.
It's all about them.
You, buddy. Would you really? Bo is literally in Heteria? What the fuck is that?
I don't even know.
What in the fuck is that? Nippu, explain.
Dude, you used a word I've never seen.
Wow.
Let's see. Tell me it's something. A courtesan or mistress, especially one in ancient Greek, akin to the modern geisha.
Yes. But cooler and not is...
Hetera.
Not cooler and more for
No,
just
she
me.
served as an artist, entertainer, and conversationalist in addition to providing sexual service.
Ah.
Okay, so legitimately, I'm going to tell this story a tiny bit. Legitimately, one of the jobs that I almost took just before I met my husband was that. It was a high dollar gentleman's club, no sex allowed. You wear a lingerie, and the job is to compliment. It is to entertain, compliment, and converse with the wealthy gentlemen who pay
top dollar.
Who pay top dollar for this.
Yeah.
You sit with your client, you serve your client, you wait on your client, you make them happy.
It was a high class, fancy gentleman's club. Gentleman.
But that is. I would have been good at that job.
You would have.
That's the sad thing.
You would have been good.
And that's just it. I would be really good at that job. I just don't want the sex part. I'd be a really good escort if escort didn't mean sex.
There's a lot of OnlyFans girls that's what that is, Bo. Yep. Primus says, an obese lady called me handsome once while I was helping splint her leg after she fell head first out her trailer. I still hold on to that compliment years later. Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
See, it does matter, Bo. People
I
enjoy
know
it
it
like
does.
It is a man, it is very exceptionally rare, really.
I know it is. And when I legitimately realized how rare it was, I started going out of my way to compliment men. Yeah. Like, legitimately just out of my way to compliment them because you should get more compliments. Men in general should get more compliments.
This Croatian says, this is a stupid meme. Women are nice. At worst, they kind of ignore you if they don't like you. Women are unavailable because they're expensive, not because her day was mean. And yes, even if they don't ask a single buck from you, they're still expensive because you're not getting one while living comfy with your mom. You can, because I do. Okay, that's bullshit. That guy literally...
I just smiled giant.
That guy literally has no idea what he's talking about, okay? Because my ex-fiancée, I was 18 living with my mom. She flew down. She fucking took my virginity.
7.
What, 17? She's literally 17. I was in school. I was in summer school. I literally was fucking her in summer school. Yeah. Dude, pedophile, bitch, yes. For real. So, yes, they will come fuck you with your mom in the house still. Yes, they will. The cougars will come.
Yes.
You don't know shit. This America says, the sex drive is evolved and fucking some rubber doesn't fire mission complete synapses. This is all cope. Even if we can put embryos in fluid sacs, it won't feel the same. Also, women acting as eugenicists is a good thing, as though it is for guys to be treated like shit by women. The reality is women are increasingly aware of being seen in public with, say, blah, blah, blah. God, you keep the fucking point, you fuck! Jeets are gonna breed and you're not, something about embryos being bad.
In other words, fucking a robot isn't the same as fucking a person.
Yeah, and you're pretty right there, sure. Yeah.
I mean, that is the truth. And
no shit.
You know, you can't just keep saying women aren't nice. I'll wait for my robo waifu. I mean, that's what this thread is saying.
I can and I am, Bo. I'm going to have robo waifus as well.
I want a robo waifu.
Robo waifus will do the chores.
But robo waifu is not going to be anywhere near the same as loli waifu. There is a difference.
Loli waifu will be nice as well. Mini waifus doing many things.
Hold on, I gotta...
Do it, read it.
Nipu says, there were ancient traditions where a woman was used as a sacrifice prostitute for man to reach divinity and power. I actually know an absurd amount about that because my big sister was kind of into that stuff for a little while.
I think prostitution should be legal, and I think there are some men that need prostitution to get over some stuff. Basher says, are you complaining about getting fucked by a MILF when you were young? I would have gladly have been taken advantage of even when I was 13. You say that, man. You say that. That's life. Everything's always greener on the other side. I get it, man. But she
fucked him up.
It's a fucked up relationship.
She fucked him up.
There's trauma in everything, man. In every ways in relationships. It's not a good relationship. It's not a good relationship.
So this woman was a pedo training a Shota.
That's
and
really
she
what it was.
fucked him up.
Whatever. It was rape. There was rape shit, kind of.
It was rapey.
It was rapey. Whatever.
It was rapey, and she knew it. She was a pedo, trying to train her Shota.
Yeah. Robo Waifu coming in the next 2 years. I look forward to the live-in Michelin chef. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be nice for when I'm sick, huh?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, sure.
The live-in Michelin chef.
Yeah, I'll take it. I already have that, though. So.
That's what I was hinting at, Lusama.
Yeah, I know.
On my sick days, the robo wife who can fill in.
Wonderful. Whatever, I guess that's it. Will robo waifu artificial wombs replace regular human wombs? Maybe.
I really don't think it will.
Maybe. You don't?
I really don't think robo waifus will replace humans.
There'll be people that need them. I don't know.
The only race that thinks there is something better than white women are white men, and they've basically bought into the propaganda that robo waifus are going to be better than white women, while every other race of men on the planet just wants a white woman.
Yeah. Badgie says, poor Luke, cry face. Yeah, that relationship was so good that I was an incel for like 18 plus years.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great relationship.
Yeah, it fucked you so hard you didn't even try, did you?
No, why would I? Because my strategy was the girl will come to me or I'll meet her doing a hobby or something, and guess what? That's how it worked.
That's how it worked.
Wow, imagine that. You just try to improve yourself and do a hobby, and then wow, bam.
It just took
wham,
18
bam,
years.
shamalam, whammons.
Primus says, read the Epic of Gilgamesh. The priests of Ishtar saw it as their job to have sex with any man, since the Sumerians believed that happy men lead to a happy society in accordance with the god Ishtar. Again, my sister was absolutely fascinated.
I said legalized propaganda. Legalized prostitution.
My sister was absolutely just enthralled with Ishtar and all of that, the Sumerians, the Ishtars. She then eventually went into Tibetans and Hinduism and stuff. But anyway, she was fascinated with Ishtar. So I understand that, yes, this was seen as a divine thing. This was having sex with a man and bringing him to orgasm was bringing him to the divine, because that moment at which he releases what he sees, what he feels, that white that fills you, is all that is supposed to be the moment of experiencing God. I understand that.
Theo says, everybody's crying out for obese, tattooed white whores with half nigger babies. Yeah, no.
No.
Sarcasm.
I understand the sarcasm, but the funny thing is, niggers want that. Niggers are happy with that. A nigger is happy with any white woman because it's a white woman.
They corrupt. There's
A
like
Pujita's
propaganda.
happy with that. A Pujita's happy with any white woman because it's a white woman.
Yeah, I know.
Okay?
White women are coveted.
That's what you need to understand. White
Yeah.
women are coveted by every other race of men. And
Yeah.
white men are the only men who are thinking that there's something better out there than white women.
Yeah, there's not.
There's not.
There's not.
There's really not.
That's why every other race is. Well, maybe Asians. Well, maybe Asians. No.
No.
They're super smart. They're the smartest race.
No.
Yeah.
I... Lusama...
Aryans, blue eyes, blonde hair.
Lusama, how...
Smartest, strongest people.
When you look at Asians who haven't had any sort of plastic surgery, you see that 98% of them have just horrible faces that you want to put a bag over in order to fuck the body.
Nipu says proper use of sex is like taking shrooms. Not for me. No. And when you say it, it's like... I don't even know how to respond to that because it's like...
He's saying proper use of sex is like taking shrooms. Proper use of sex will bring you to God just like shrooms will bring you to God. Because I was talking about how that was what Ishtar...
Look, I don't feel like
believed.
I don't feel like shrooms brought me to God. I feel like shrooms brought me closer to people. Like that's what it did. It brought me closer to God. It brought me closer to what makes humans human. Like what makes us us. Like, that's what it did. Like sex. Like when I was at the fucking super dose of the mushrooms, I had no sex drive. I had no sex. That part of me was like the base aspect that I could see and manipulate. Okay, so why would I want it? Like I could see how that piece of people controlled them.
Yeah.
And how it pulled at them in that state and how I could affect it. I don't know, it's complicated and crazy. So we say sex is like taking shrooms, like really no. I don't know, not for me. No. No.
No, but that is how it was revered in the religions that's why the prostitute priestesses exist, is to bring a man to God, to make him come, via sex.
Whatever. There should be prostitution and guys should be able to get fuck shit they want. Whatever.
I do agree there should be prostitution. See, that's just it. If prostitution were legal, there'd be no reason for robo fucking waifus.
Yep.
I mean, that's
the show! That's it, that's the show. That's it, we're done.
We're done? Okay. Men will never be women. Women will never be men. Have fun surfing the slide, guys.
Bye. I have to stop Bo from blabbling for another 20 fucking minutes. Bo, you fucking blabbling. Blabble!
Blabble, blabble.
Blabble, blabble.
Blabble. Blabble.
Overridden. Blabble overridden. You're blabbly blabble. Proper Tibetans. Whatever.
Primus says the Tibetans were actually disgusting, though. What the Germans saw during their expedition there in the 30s was degenerate. Yes, well, I was raised with a shelf full of books and choose your own religion. And so we all kind of just read whatever and learned whatever. And my sister really got into alternate religions, Eastern religions, meditative religions, religions that involved trance states and meditation and communing with the higher beings.
Anyways, that's it, I guess.
That's it?
That's it, but that's the show. We're done.
That's the show. We're done.
We're done.
Are we going to do anything after the show?
No.
No.
Nope. Fast, extra long show, fuck! Sure, extra long show. Thank you for the $40, buddy. Yes.
Thank you for the $40.
Thank you. Yes, I will do extra long show. I want to talk about mushrooms more. That trip was life-changing. So, I don't know where I go from there. Sure, extra long show. Where's my music, though? I closed it preemptively. There's a YouTube video on Expedition by a Zoomer historian. Expedition. Link it. Link it.
Tibetans practice polyandry. Yeah. Hey, like I said, my sister got into some really, really weird, she got into some really weird religions when she was in high school, just learning about them, and because we talked about everything at the dinner table, so I learned a lot about the things that she was learning about at the dinner table conversation. And my father has always believed that all religion is a cult. All religions are a cult. All religions are there to control people. That is their only purpose. That is my dad's view on religion. Again, he is an atheist.
Hey, C117 says, PNA America, ever see that video where Styx was talking about chaos magic? Dude, Styx talks about rituals and stuff, and I believe he has done satanic rituals, okay? Do I think they have done anything for him? Fuck no.
No.
I think it's all bullshit. Look, when I think of like the elite satanic rituals, okay, I think there's something to it because I think shrooms are real, and I think there is some vampiric thing with shrooms, okay? Yes. So I think you could get a bunch of fucking elite people together, have them all take fucking shrooms, like pass this chalice around, we're all taking a drink of this chalice, don't even know what the fuck's in it. They all get high on shrooms, and then you got a guy fucking sucking vampiric emotions out of people, okay? It's some crazy demonic ritual.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I'm thinking in my head now, that those rituals are.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Nipu says sex talk on dinner table? Yeah, you really have no idea what my family's like. Yes, sex talk at the dinner table? Yes. Yeah. Yes, my little brother announced that my big brother got pubes at the dinner table.
Wonderful.
Like, legitimately, nothing was off limits it was kind of, I've got to say, it was kind of nice growing up with the family I grew up with my parents. Yeah. Nothing was off limits at dinner table talk. Like, legitimately, nothing was off limits. Nothing. You wanted to talk about anything and everything, you could talk about it at the dinner table.
Yeah. Ego inflation. Dude, that's definitely something I went through.
Yes.
Definitely. Dude, I definitely, like greatness was a big part of it all. Like,
I brought you down a little bit on that because I was...
You were... Whatever, that's fine.
I did.
I love all of it.
I loved it.
I loved everything and how it went. It was perfect.
Me too.
Everything was perfect. It was hard. I was threading a needle, though.
Yeah.
And I thread the fucking needle. Like, I did it. Like, it's real.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck, it's real.
Diaz says, cults have specific characteristics that are different from religions, namely exclusion of moderates. Doubters are ejected even when they are obviously correct, i.e. when the leader makes a prophecy that fails. No, you see, my dad believes that all religions are cults. It doesn't...
I do too, in a way.
Like...
I do too.
It doesn't matter...
The thing is, I think all religions... I think all religions matter, but I do think that Jesus was a real, like, something real about that.
Yeah.
Like a guy that, like, everyone loved. And he really did just want to help people. And that's why it was so powerful and so fucking big and such a good story.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was going to say is, no, he legitimately believes that the purpose of religion and cults and all of... The purpose of religion and the reason they are all cults is to control people. And that is what makes them all a cult. Because they are there to control your behavior and manipulate you. And that is what makes them a cult.
Dio says your dad is incorrect. Simple as, dude, Bo's Christian, dude. So obviously she's not on the same page as dad.
I'm trying to tell you my father's logic here. That since all religion is used to control people's behavior, generally through fear, sometimes through love, but it is all about controlling behavior of people. That is what makes them all cults, because they are all about controlling you. Dio says, religion is philosophy with stories. Philosophy is how people live their lives. Nithu says, all religions have their truth and lies. Collect the truths and discard the lies. Kat says, a religion that you are not entirely responsible for, i.e. following a leader on this earth, are cults. So, the way my father would put it is, if you want to be a Christian and read your Bible and believe in Jesus and talk about Jesus at home, that's fine. You can, and you are not in a cult. But the moment you go to church and the pastor starts reading the Bible to you, you are now in a cult. So having a philosophy that you live by is fine, but joining a group that has defined this philosophy for you so that you don't have to think about it, you just have to follow what they tell you to follow, that is not good. My dad is, like I said, it really is about whether you are doing the thinking or whether somebody else is doing the thinking for you. Are you living by your own philosophy is not the same as following a church or joining a church, being involved in a church, being involved in a religion. Does that make sense? I don't know. My dad is an atheist, and he just genuinely believes that religion is about controlling people. My mother is a pagan, and she believes in magic.
Wow.
And spirits, and...
Your mom's nice. I love your mom.
My mom is wonderful. And, you know, my mom believes in fairies, and, I mean, legitimately believes in fairies. Legitimately believes in fairies.
That's cool.
It is. I mean, she is a pagan. She has things she legitimately believes in. She believes music is magic. I do not think she's wrong on that one. I think there is something magical about music. Dio says, does your dad ever interact with groups of people? Does he throw his hands up when one of them tries to tell him something? My dad was a Boy Scout. My dad was a Boy Scout troop leader. My dad is... No, my dad is very good with groups of people. My dad has no issue with being told how to do something when he is wrong. My dad is very good with people.
Yeah, it says most Christians are atheists when you interrogate their beliefs. I agree, and that's the reason I became a, quote, atheist, unquote. It's more like agnostic atheist, but whatever. Yeah,
Sashi said
word.
Religion was the first virtual reality role-playing game. Yes, and that's how my dad sees it. My dad sees it as the guy up, the DM is controlling all the other people because he wants to.
Look, I still don't think there's God after having that super strong mushroom trip. I just literally... I understand people more.
My dad's not gonna scream at a D&D, the DM for being a cult leader, but that's just it. My dad, he really is interesting, and he is a deep thinker. Nipu says, I understand your father. Some people read the Bible without comprehending the profundity and symbology. Well, exactly. And he sees religion as an opiate for the masses. And he is an atheist, and that's okay. I don't know. Kat says I'm a skeptic personally. I found Jesus. I didn't find Jesus until I was in my 30s. Most people who are Christians were raised Christian. I was not. I was raised pagan and atheist. I was raised to think for myself and to decide for myself. And what I found was Jesus. So that is what I believe. And I'm not a Christian. And I'm not a Christian who goes to church every week. I've never really gone to church much. I went to church more when I was searching for religion, when I was searching for truth, than after I found Jesus. I don't read the Bible every day, but I've read the Bible bell to bell many times. And anytime there's a lot of times where I'll just think of a Bible quote and I'll be like, yeah, I want to read the rest of this. Or I'll tell Lou, oh, well, here's a Bible quote that, here, quote this. I don't know. I like the Bible. I think there's a lot of truth in it.
Yeah, she says, I believe there's something higher, but it's not our concept of a god. I think we're like ants looking up at civilization and trying to make sense of it. I agree. Dude, I agree.
Yes.
Okay.
One of my favorite quotes. Well, then I'm gonna... you should have this one too, but... Well, I'm gonna pull up one of my favorite quotes.
Dio says something about the Shroud of Turin. If that's that thing about the Jesus Shroud, fuck off on anything about that stupid Jesus Shroud. Fuck that stupid Jesus Shroud.
Okay.
Fucking stupid.
One of my favorite Terry Davis quotes.
Oh, Terry Davis quote. What is it?
What's reality? I don't know. When my bird was looking at my computer monitor, I thought, that bird has no idea what he's looking at. And yet, what does the bird do? Does he panic? No, he can't really panic. He just does the best he can. Is he able to live in a world where he's so ignorant? Well, he doesn't really have a choice. The bird is okay, even though he doesn't understand the world. You're that bird looking at the monitor, and you're thinking to yourself, I can figure this out. Maybe you have some bird ideas. Maybe that's the best you can do. That's God.
When I took the shrooms, I could fucking, I tried to show Bo a little bit, but it's like, I could see, not like God, but it's like, I could see life at a base level, like the interconnectedness of it all. And, I just kind of got it. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. And I was trying to show Bo it. Okay, I was like, this is it. This is what it's about. This is the answer. This is the fucking, this is it.
Yeah.
I saw it. And I don't know. Bo says the really high trips are different every time, but I just feel like I'm going to be the same person.
It's similar but different. You'll see what I mean when you do it again. Now Dio's talking about the Shroud of Turin and asks why you think it's stupid. I would like to mention that the kikes have been trying to disprove the reality of the authenticity of the Shroud of Turin for 1,300 fucking years.
Really?
Ever since I might have my dates wrong. The kikes have been trying to disprove the Shroud of Turin ever since it was pulled out of antiquity.
Okay, whatever. Then that makes me just want to love it more. Okay, then I'll love it more. But it's just like, God, just stop talking about it. It's so dumb. It's all oh my God, it covered Jesus when you were. Who cares? Cares?
Because the way it was, the way the imprint was made, basically Jesus.
The imprint, I don't believe. They're like, oh, this is the computer edition of Jesus, and they imprint. I don't believe any of all that. It's all.
I understand, but you basically have bought into the propaganda that the kikes put out there because they really want you to not believe in Jesus.
I believe in Jesus.
They don't want you to believe in the divinity of Jesus.
I believe in the divinity of Jesus.
The Shroud of Turin.
Look, I believe in the divinity of Jesus without that. So who cares?
Well,
Cool.
that's just
Awesome.
it. The Shroud of Turin is
Well,
one of those
who
things
gives a
that's
fuck?
literal physical proof.
Oh my God! that
Of Jesus.
Was real. I don't care. Well, whatever. Silliness. It has chips and dirt from Jerusalem. So
Basically,
cares?
they've done.
who cares?
Basically, when the kikes aren't involved in trying to discover and trying to authenticate the Shroud of Turin, the Shroud of Turin is authenticated.
Look. Yes, it literally was on Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. Now, can we stop fucking talking about a stupid sheet? Thank you. Cool. I believe that Jesus was a real person. I do. I do believe he was a real person.
Dio said you said you're agnostic. Just because he
thinking-
believes that Jesus is a real person doesn't mean he believes Jesus was God.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just
it.
because you believe Jesus was a real person does not mean that you believe that Jesus
That's it.
was God in human form.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived for quite a lot of my life believing that Jesus was a real person, thinking he was an awesome teacher, but not the God incarnate walking on this earth.
I do think there's a bit of story whimsy to it all because it's like a retelling of a retelling of a retelling. And they're picking and choosing parts. But
Well, I will.
there's something there.
There is something there. I
There
will
was
tell
someone that
you.
sacrificed himself like that.
There are.
He says he believes Jesus was divine. Okay, well, what's your definition of divine? Okay, like, does divine mean there is a God, or does it just mean that person is super special, super pure, super good? That seems like a good definition for divine to me.
Well, divine generally means godly.
Godly. Of God. Godly.
God itself.
That is not God itself.
The divine is God itself. Yes, is of God. It's the divine.
Of, from, or like God. Yeah, it's just another. It is, but it's like a separation of the word God. Or else you would just use the word God.
Yeah, so he doesn't believe in the divinity of Jesus. He believes Jesus was divine. And there is a difference.
Mailpan says Jesus literally had divine powers and performed miracles that scared the shit out of Jews. I mean, in a way, I feel like I could do miracles in weird ways, but not like turn water to wine.
Yeah, he did some
Okay.
pretty neat stuff.
But that kind of shit could also just be story whimsy in the retelling.
Dio said he apparated away and left an impossible image on his burial shroud. The man with the pants.
Mailpan says, Lou, you can't do shit, you just smoke weed. Come see me, buddy. Come see me. I'll prove it. I completely believe it. And I can prove it to you.
And yeah, so the deal with the Shroud of Turin proves that Jesus apparated away, and that is what proves his divinity. And the kikes, and yes, the kikes accuse Jesus of performing miracles by invoking demons. And the kikes have said ever since the Shroud of Turin was brought to light that this is a fake. This is fake. This is false. This is. They have been trying to disprove Jesus's divinity for 2,000 fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, legitimately. And they have infiltrated churches, infiltrated the Catholic Church.
The kikes really hate the Trinity, too.
They took part in the destruction of the original Bible and the writing of the original Bible. One of the things I really like to point out when I can is that everyone knows the Lord's Prayer,
Fasci,
and it's wrong.
Fasci, you do not want to go to Japan if shit hits the fan. I don't think that's where you want. You want to go like wherever America. You need to have someplace in America, in the middle of nowhere in America, that like is not going to get hit by a nuke. Have a nowhere place there,
Well, the problem is a lot of the nowhere places in America is where they put our nuclear missiles, so you're fucked.
You're fucked. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some place.
Kat said Jesus was, is, and always will be based for making the Jews kvetch for 2,000 years.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
My belief is they bastardized Jesus' message to the people, kings and queens, and Jewish people, religion leaders.
Yes, I'd like to point out one of the things they did. Because if you look into this translation, it's rather interesting. There's a word that was used in the original Greek text, epousian. Now, epousian doesn't have an actual definition, but it does not mean fucking bread. The word bread is a different word entirely. So in the Lord's Prayer, it says, Our Father who art in heaven, thy kingdom come, give us this day our daily bread. Okay, that is not the line. And that is the very first mistranslation, and Jerome was made a saint for doing this.
Aww.
Okay? Jerome was made a saint for translating. This is how it should,
How should it be?
it should be, the bread of us, the substance of being, give us today. Or the bread of us, the substance of continued being, give us today. It is not bread. It's not bread that you can get from your fucking king. It's about the bread of us, the substance of
substance of
continued being, give us today.
Yeah.
And that right there changes the Lord's Prayer. It also changes the entire basis of the religion. The religion has always been called like a bread cult to some degree because of give us this day our daily bread. Well, it's not give us this day our daily bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give us the substance of ourselves.
Yeah, give us the thing that only God can give us, the substance of continued being.
Yeah. Give us this day's life.
Yes.
Yes.
The substance of continued being.
Yes.
Not bread.
And that's more beautiful.
Because you can live without food.
Yeah.
You can live without water. You can live without air for 3 fucking minutes, 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
You cannot live without the substance of being.
Yeah.
You cannot live without that. And,
Yes.
I mean, without that, you are dead. Like, legitimately, that is all that keeps you alive. The substance of continued being. Life. The bread of us. The substance of continued being. Give us today.
He's broken record, bro.
I know.
Broken record, man.
I know, but I really, really legitimately
Why don't you
wish...
say it one more time so it's 3? I'm
I was gonna do it.
Okay. That works.
It is one thing that I pick on, and it is one of the reasons I really can't join just a church, because this is fundamental part of Christianity. This mistranslation, it happened in like 300 AD. Dio says day 12 without food here.
Good job, Dio.
28 to go. Good job, Dio. So yeah, you don't need daily bread. You need the substance of continued being to live.
Should be pretty easy to keep going now, but you're gonna like be wanting food. Like I don't know.
He lost 2 pounds yesterday.
That's really
great.
good, dude.
You're doing great.
Just gonna be wanting food, but just whatever. It's easy. You should be in easy mode now.
You're doing great,
Good
Dio.
job, man.
That's fabulous.
Yeah,
it really
good.
is.
Lou's been eating mushrooms.
But Lou got full today.
I did.
Legitimately actually full. Not tired of eating.
No,
Because I've seen you get tired of eating, but I've never seen you get full.
I guess. Got tired of eating fucking Dio's disgusting sandwiches. This Dio sauce, disgusting. Disgusting Dio sauce. I'm
Dio says...
the Dio sauce was okay.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Dio says, also modern churches bought out bike hikes. Yeah, that is true. Any church you see that is promoting anything that promotes lesbian, faggot, homosexuality has been bought by kikes.
I love that it was literally like, Dio, get rid of the fucking Diet Coke in your fridge because of aspartame, and he didn't. And then he read something online and he's like, fuck that Diet Coke aspartame. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Dio, you're of South.
Yeah.
You understand. Okay, Dio, you're smart enough to follow this line of thinking and this line of thought, and I want you to grasp this. Okay?
Dio grasp.
When your tongue tastes something sweet, you already begin the biochemical reaction of releasing insulin to deal with that sugar in your body.
Oh yeah, no, literally chewing gum can pull you out of ketosis.
So
Chewing gum.
no, I'm just pointing this out. So by drinking something sweet that doesn't actually contain anything that your body needs insulin to deal with, it means that your body is going to send out hunger pains to try and get you to eat something sweet to deal with that insulin that your body has produced.
Oh, you're talking about aspartame.
Aspartame. If you're eating fake sugar, your tongue thinks you're eating sugar. You're eating something sweet. Your body produces the insulin for that. Now you have insulin in your bloodstream and nothing to do with it. So your body says you need to eat something sweet. And if you continue shoving shit in your mouth that doesn't actually contain anything to use that insulin, your body's going to be in a high insulin state and it's going to fuck you up.
GodHatesFags.com.
GodHatesFags.com.
Dude, they were right about a bunch of shit. So, were they really so bad?
I'm telling you, even though people call it a cult, that is how religions should be made. Your church should be your family and a dozen people who agree with you. A dozen other families who agree with you. That should be your church. You should be as active as you want to be. It shouldn't be these big giant trillionaire churches controlling half the fucking world.
Yeah.
And that is very Jewish.
Yes.
Oh. Nice.
It's her new thing. She looks very gypsy and nigger here.
Well, I like gypsy, but the nigger is not my favorite.
You can have the white skin do the dance.
You remember the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
I know.
The Disney movie that
What
came
about
out? I always loved the gypsy in that. I can't remember her name right now. She was pretty.
This is fun. Just an...
But
Wow, I wonder why Marvel Rivals is winning. Why is Marvel Rivals winning? Yeah. Marvel Rivals winning the Silver Surfer. The bigger you are, the more money you got from kikes. That's why I like you. Exactly. Zero money from kikes.
Zero money from kikes.
Yeah,
Zero money from kikes that we know of.
Yeah.
Unless one of you happens to be a kike, but you know. Luke hasn't given us any money.
Where's your allowance, Luke? Give me your allowance. Give it to me.
I like to tease Luke just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Esmeralda. Who the fuck
Esmeralda, that's the name of the girl from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I couldn't remember.
Okay, thank you. I couldn't either. I don't know.
Esmeralda.
What about Esmeralda? What about her?
I just liked her. I liked the character. I identified with her a bit.
You identified with Esmeralda.
Yep.
Why? Why?
Kind of a gypsy. I don't know.
Kind of a gypsy. The car.
I don't know. I
tarot
understand the. Well, men constantly offered her money for sex. Men were, I don't know, not very nice to her while wanting to use her.
Who was the hunchback then? Yeah, definitely. I'm the troll. It's Beauty and the Beast. Exactly.
Beauty and the Beast would be more apropos.
Yeah. The Hellfire song was great. Cool.
Bo is a gypsy. Time to call up Judge Frollo. Who's that? Oh, the judge from the stupid. Yeah, that's right. The judge from the stupid movie.
Oh,
I remember. Brain. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I remember reading. My mom has a copy of that book, but it's a really old copy, and some of the pages were actually uncut. So you actually had to cut the fucking page to read it, and I felt really bad doing that. So some of the pages I didn't read because I didn't want to cut them. Yeah. Seriously want to do that costume.
You should. It's hot.
I seriously
It's
want to
hot.
do that.
Do it. Sneed you later, niggers. Sneed you later.
Later,
Yes.
Primus.
Another epic.
Hi,
victory.
Kiwi Truther.
Hello, everyone. Looks like I found January stream. How are we all? We are great.
Fabulous.
Lou has superpowers now. I have superpowers. Hi. Literally. Like Luigi with power-ups or something. Whatever.
Isn't it funny how once you've done it, you see all the hints in media where it tells you
I do.
to try the
Wow,
try the
everybody
magic
knows.
mushroom to
Everybody
for
knows.
your power up.
Because you try to tell people and they fucking recoil away when you get to the answer.
You know, and
backwards.
when you
Wait for the
learn
answer.
like that Eurythmics song, I was like, yeah, some people want, some people are leader. Here, this song says it over and over and over and over again, and now you hear it, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That was a good intro to the show.
That was.
Yesterday. Great ending too. God felt powerful. Yes, he did. You know he did. Because we are made in his image.
Yep. Well, you see, I was raised in a way that I was raised with a philosophical foundation that makes me think that everyone should try shrooms at least once in their life.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, everyone should try shrooms at least once in their life.
It's what I've been looking my entire life for.
And I'm not saying
My
that everyone
entire
should
life.
McKenna dose. I'm saying everyone should try shrooms once in their life. A gram and a half.
Yeah.
Enough to shift your perception
That's fun.
and create some new neural networks.
I found this on X. Does nicotine destroy nanotech? If it's that simple to do, I gotta look into that. Look, nicotine does get... It's like a anti-parasitic. Right, Bo?
Yes.
Would you like to explain? Because you're like the super smart.
I know that nicotine's an anti-parasitic. It's very poisonous.
I don't think nanotech is real.
As
But
well,
if you mean like what kind of nanotech are you talking about exactly? Like nicotine is good for getting stuff out of your system.
nicotine is good for getting stuff out of your system, but if you're thinking like, so via X, so let's go totally schizo. So if you're thinking that you have been injected with something via the fax and you're trying to get the nanotech out of you via nicotine,
I don't know.
well, let me think.
I think you'd be better taking the horse paste.
No, the
Ivermectin.
reason I'm trying to just give me a second to figure out the logic here. The logic is that the nanotech that has been injected to you acts similar to how a parasite is going to act. So in order to remove it, you want to cleanse for parasites, There are various there are a whole bunch of different things that'll kill parasite infestations within the bloodstream. So if the nanotech is operating like a parasitic infestation, nicotine is a possible way to get rid of it or shut down said nanotech, as long as it responds to antiparasitics in the same way that a parasite would.
We are all pure blood, yes, good.
I'm pure blood.
Good. Fuck that.
But yeah, Dio, I dewormed your cats with nicotine.
Hitler rave song.
But yeah, so Boogu, I don't know if you've heard me say this, and I've said this a few times. Every animal you keep as a pet, you regularly deworm. Do you regularly deworm yourself? Why don't you? This is something most people don't do. Why don't you regularly do a parasite cleanse to deworm, to get rid of your parasitic load? Because if you own an animal, you definitely do that for your animal. And when I explain it to people in that logic, they understand that everyone should do a parasitic cleanse annually. Back in the day, you would quite literally just give kids a bit of tobacco to eat. You would legitimately just eat tobacco, and that would be your parasite cleanse. There's a whole bunch of shit you can do for parasite cleanse besides that. Black walnut hull, I mean, just there's tons of shit out there. But everyone regularly did a parasite cleanse in the spring, usually late spring, just as a matter of course, for a very, very long time. And it's something that only fell out of favor with modern medicine. Modern medicine said you don't need to. You don't need to do that. You just take antibiotics when you have an infection. You don't need to worry about your parasites. It's also when cancer rates skyrocketed. There's a lot of other things involved in cancer skyrocketing, but yeah. Dio says, my grandmother dewormed her kids regularly. Yep. My grandpa, the doctor, told us we didn't not to. But when I moved the kids onto the farm, I started deworming everyone regularly. Everyone got dewormed once a year. It tastes like a vanilla milkshake. Everyone gets some. It's not a big deal. And it's something that we really do need to normalize again. Getting rid of your parasite load. And if you have parasites, you need to get rid of them. But if you don't get rid of your parasitic load, it causes some pretty gnarly, long-lasting, detrimental effects. And that's very profitable for Big Pharma.
Wow, that was a long... Wow.
Diatribe.
Wow, that was something.
Whatever. I could talk about shit.
That is something, bro. My grandmother dewormed her kids regularly. So did my grandparents when they were kids. That was a different normal.
What I'm saying about shadow ban. Yeah, but that's precisely what I'm saying is that by them not allowing you to engage in a service that you pay for, or by you saying things that they don't like.
So just tobacco
It
to
is censorship,
deworm, says
demonetization.
Yeah. You all right, Bo? Get some water.
Are you alright, Bo? You dying? Are you dying, Bo? No! Don't die!
Do we have any water back
I
here?
don't think we do. It's all gone, Bo.
Oh, well.
It's all gone. Oh, done.
I'm not dying. I'm fine.
Shadow banning.
I don't give a fuck about this nigger.
Hmm?
You're trying to get me to give a fuck about nigger, bro. Oh no, there's... we're almost an extra long show. I guess I should just go till 10, right? 9, 10. Yeah.
Those looks like those avatars from D1.
Because she does weird backups and stuff. She
If I
gets in
back
weird
up and go
positions.
forward.
She goes in weird positions. Just don't get cameras. Snoop Dogg and Nelly performing at Donald Trump's migration. Dude, everyone's bending the knee. Damn, he's on Timcast. I bet Tim said you better not even say the word Jew or I won't pay you. Dude, I don't know how Tim could be letting that nigger on his show right now.
Now, understand, I have always thought that Snoop and Martha Stewart were secretly based and not part of the big
What?
Jewish club.
Really?
So here's an interesting thing that I noticed that happened. Martha Stewart went to prison for insider trading.
Okay.
Okay? What she did, she should not have gone to prison for, but they sent her to prison. So that means she's not part of the big fucking club.
Okay.
Okay? Well, while she was in prison, guess who wrote to her?
Who?
Snoop Dogg. Like, legitimately, regularly wrote to her, because apparently he'd been in prison before. And knows it fucking sucks.
Interdash.
No matter how nice club fed it is, prison sucks.
Yeah.
And because he had been on Martha Stewart before.
I think Gasoline Maxwell's doing right now. Isn't Luigi in her prison right now?
No.
No?
No. So I have personally always thought that Snoop Dogg was outside of the big Jewish club, and he just,
Why?
because of how he befriended Martha Stewart after she was imprisoned.
I feel like every nigger that's a rapper was raped by P. Diddy.
I think I think he got raped to get in, and
Yeah.
as soon as that's just it. He has his own label. And if you look at the stuff that Snoop produces, it's not all the nigger shit. I mean, I'd have to look even harder, but it's not
He's got some woke shit.
Huh?
He's got some woke shit.
Oh no, he's got some woke shit. I'm talking about his record label.
Yeah.
And I do not think that the people who sign with his record label have to be raped to sign. I genuinely think Snoop Dogg's actually a nice person. And the
Dino
way
says Snoop is way too popular to not be on it.
that's what I thought right up until he befriended Martha Stewart.
I was
Like-
in jail.
No, she was. She spent a few months in jail when she was in jail for like 3 months or 6 months or something. And he wrote to her. He befriended her. He had been on her show a couple of times, but it wasn't until she was in prison that they really became friends, because he wrote to her and she wrote back. And they became pen pals. And when she got out, he said, "Let's do a collab. It'll be fire. It'll be the best thing.
Be hot shit.
It'll be hot shit." And quite literally, it did. It did really good. They did a collaboration. They put out a cookbook together. They did a show together. It really did. It made it so that not just it. So instead of losing her career because all the respectable old boomers don't want to watch someone who's been in prison, it made Martha Stewart cool to a whole new generation and increased her popularity. And it increased his popularity too among people who might not have given two shits about Snoop Dogg because he's just some nigger rapper. So it's interesting. And like I said, up until that, I thought Snoop was just another nigger, another Jewish cocksucking nigger. But because of that, I do not think he is. I think he tries to be very smart with his money, and I think he managed to somehow not have a Jewish lawyer fuck him. Or after a Jewish lawyer fucked him the first time, he learned his lesson and didn't get fucked after that. Because, yeah.
I don't know, but I think most niggers are based now because
Oh yeah, the Kanye telling the niggers it's the kites was
all the
probably
niggers
nice.
are on the same page, yeah.
Dio said, to be honest, Martha probably bent the knee after she got out. No, she did not. And you can tell that she did not because she wasn't getting deals from the people that she normally gets deals from. The only deal she had when she got out of prison was Snoop Dogg. That was it. It was the only person who wanted to work with her after she got out of prison. She didn't bend the knee. And that's just it. If she had bent the knee, she probably wouldn't have gone to prison.
What are you calling a raccoon, huh?
How are you guys feeling? Very good.
Very good. I'm feeling
Very
great.
good right now. How are you feeling, Tony and Much better. I was coughing a lot because you're slightly sick still, but I feel good.
Dio says, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, nobody would work with... Snoop was the only person who would work with her when she got out of prison. Yeah.
I haven't seen that tech before.
My
It doesn't look like Shield or Oscorp or Alchemax or Stain or Hammer.
Martha Stewart and Snoop were and are both out of my wheelhouse. Well, I'm stay-at-home mom. Well, I was a stay-at-home mom, so Martha Stewart was very much in my wheelhouse, and Snoop Dogg was, I don't know, you're roughly the same, you're about the same age I am, so whatever. Whatever. I was just, you've got to know Snoop, but you don't care about, I don't know, your country. I don't know. The people I hung out with knew, because of who I was around, I knew Snoop. But I don't care about him. Like I said, it really wasn't until Snoop and Martha Stewart collaborated and until that all happened that I saw any of that.
I'll patch you up.
Fashy said, I think you worried people yesterday that you fried, LOL.
No. I'm just way different now. I don't know. It literally changed me, I won't tell you. I'm different in a good way. In a good way that's good.
Nifu said, we all feeling good today. Interesting.
Yeah. No, I feel great. I feel changed in a good way.
And that one time Yanon said, glad you guys are feeling better. I'm in a good mood personally.
Yeah, good.
Dio says, I do know that every store that... Oh. I do know that every store that sells it is desperate to get rid of Snoop's wine brand, but they all overpaid for it, and they don't want to mark it down enough that the winos will buy it.
Yeah, because the only people that buy black nigger stuff are niggers. Saying black, because when I'm playing this game, like right now we have steel in this. Hey! Talon! Are you black? Is your race black? Moon Man? Speak in chat, speak. He's doing okay. He's not doing. Are you black, Moon Knight?
Enemies on approach.
I'm not gonna.
Dio says, Lou, when you
He's
did
black.
your long fast, did you get weird tartar on your teeth for no apparent reason?
Tartar.
Did you get weird stuff on your teeth for no apparent reason while you were fasting?
I get film on my teeth when I don't brush my teeth for a few days. So I don't know. I get film on my teeth normally if I don't brush my teeth for a couple days. I don't know. Maybe it's that. No. I did not get that specific thing.
It's actually not a bad thing to be coming out of your mouth. Dio, I would say if you're getting weird tartar on your teeth about 2 weeks into a fast, that is a very good thing, and your gums are expelling some crud they were holding on to, so brush that shit away.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately.
Yeah.
Your gums are expelling some shit.
Yeah.
Brush that away.
Yeah. I'm sure you're okay. You will. The thing is, feeling hungry and feeling like there's feeling like hungry, okay? But there were definite times I was doing the fast where I felt like not right, okay? And during those times, you need to take vitamins or something. You need to like, your body is missing something, but it's a fundamentally different feeling. I don't know.
Dio said, I noticed a bunch of yellow calcified crap today. Had to brush really hard to get it off. And Nipu said, why when one fasts, the body expels grease? Because your body is literally burning your fat and getting rid of all the fat-soluble toxins and crap. And basically your body is eating itself, and all the leftovers of the fat you're eating is what gets expelled.
Exactly. It's really good for your body, I think. I feel, when I'm doing it, I feel really good. I get euphoria when I'm doing it too sometimes. I get nauseous too sometimes, you know, there's bad parts to it. There's also good parts. You get euphoria sometimes.
Dio said the teeth and gums look beautiful after I did. And yeah, I have vitamin powder that always fixes that. So in response to your...
Yeah, good, yeah, good. Yeah, vitamin powder is good. Vitamin powder ain't cheating. I mean, your body needs vitamins.
The current score is 0.
Fashy said, I just contacted a lawyer in Japan to inquire about the purchase price of one of the most haunted abandoned mansions in Japan.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of fucking cool.
That is.
Kind of cool, Fashy.
Fashy, you get
Kinda
that?
cool.
You get that? I want to come visit.
Yeah, I've never been to Japan. Yeah.
I still
Let me
think
sleep in haunted mansions. It's probably awful.
Fashy should come for a
Probably
trip
one day.
here.
Yeah, something.
Fashy should definitely come for a trip here.
Yeah. To contact the city to figure it out. Weird.
It's a mystery. I'll have to contact the city to figure it out.
They have to. Japan's really weird about all their shit. Finicky.
Well, the price I'll have to... It's probably some minimum price, but if it's been abandoned for a long time, there's... I don't know. Japan... I don't know what Japan's laws are like. I do know that abandoned things in some places, they want to sell them. So there's...
Watch for taxes and the Yakuza fucking you.
I was gonna say, so what you'll find is hidden tax. What you'll find is the contract will require you to do XYZ.
Yeah, there might be like taxes that you pay in Japan and they might take your property away, I don't know.
Well, it might be that you have to restore this building or tear down that building or what have you. It just depends on why they want to sell it. If they want you to restore it and make it look nice, you have to follow their laws. But Japan seems to be way more lenient about things than America in a lot of their building codes and such. Yeah, Fashy says I might be able to get it for free if the city owns it and I'm willing to pay taxes.
Oh wow, nice. Very cool.
Yeah, Nipu says Japs are really scared about wandering spirits. They won't even use the number 4 because it means death.
No, they believe in spiritual shit. It's like everything has a spirit in it, yeah. That's cool.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of what I was saying. It depends on stuff. And if you can get a house for free and just pay tax, I mean, that's fucking, yeah, do that. Do that and I'll be jelly fashy.
Japs are scared about. Yeah.
Yeah.
You right then.
Yep.
One step closer to saving the world.
Us against the world. Final score. 1-2-0.
Yeah, Greek grill.
Fashion said, yeah, that's why it would probably be dirt cheap because Japs are super superstitious.
They are.
Let your lack of superstition work in your favor.
Yeah, but also probably make property value low.
Nipu says, are there any more haunted mansions near for us to get?
Cute.
Oh, I really wish we had a base fucking community. It would be fun. How do we get that?
What?
A based community.
A based community?
Yeah, lose Keckville.
The Keckville? I don't know. No taxes. Like religious. No taxes. No, need lawyer stuff. Make it a church. For the no taxes. Very Sam.
Be a religious study.
Bobby, it could literally be a Christian group. Probably have to do something. There's probably some fucking gatekeep shit for Christianity. If you want it to be a church, probably have to be all buddy with the main. I know churches are like, there's a church. It's like cheerleading. It's like how it's a scam. How it's all.
Oh, and how it's all the National Cheerleading Association stuff?
Yeah, it's like that. But
No. So, because of where I was, I can tell you something about a very small church that's considered a cult by some, but they're a lot like the Amish. They are very small, and it was started by literally a handful of families 100 years ago.
Seems like Christianity.
Dio says, come live in my neighborhood. Super low taxes. Property is cheap. I pay $200 a year in taxes.
Cheap property. Cheap. Maybe.
Maybe.
We could be near Buc-ee's. I can get burritos whenever I want.
No, you don't. Let Bo make you burritos. Make your own burritos.
Bring chicken with me.
We're making chicken. I make really good chicken for you tonight.
I got a plan.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Ah, incredible.
Hey, I saw that turret thing you do. How much you want for it?
Not for sale.
What, are you kidding? Everything's for sale.
Maybe for other people. Not for
I don't know. I know if you look hard, you can find like whole towns that are for sale for like nothing.
Battle starts in 5.
Yeah.
4.
I mean,
For
you
real.
can quite literally find a whole town for like
Yeah.
$250,000.
Yeah.
And
Not
it's-
even. Not even.
No, when I say a whole town for $250,000, I'm talking like that's a town that has a whole bunch of buildings in it, and you could actually turn into something if you had people.
Who needs a power up?
And that's something that I think is fun to look at sometimes.
That fucking hurt. I'll patch you up.
That topped me off. Thanks.
You're ready for action. Who needs a power up? Watch your step. I'll patch you up.
Guys, I'm out of my power up.
I'll get you next time.
My.
This is real firepower. You're welcome.
That topped me off. Thanks.
Nipu says, Lose Village, I call mining. Diaz said, most of the towns that I've seen for sale are right next to the border and probably have migrants pouring through. Might be good to have if Trump delivers.
This is real
Ooh, Fashy said, here's the mansion if you're curious to see it.
There might be tax breaks.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Alright, damn, I fucked that up. I hurt with that. I really hurt with that right there.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Oh, that guy just got our whole team. Alright, dude, this guy just killed 2 of our guys. Holy fucking bitch. Dude. Doctor Strange. MVP, bro. They just fucked up the play.
Robot spiders all over the place. I'll patch you up.
Not getting away now.
Ready for a boost? Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Dio says, stunningly beautiful Fashy. Kiwi says, Bo, Lou, come visit Middle Earth down here. It's stunning. You can travel 2 hours and see 2 oceans, mountain ranges, deserts, and rolling green fields. Oh, and so many beaches.
This is real
I like where I am.
firepower.
Never said Fashy, it better be free.
Better be free, hilarious.
Only 60 seconds left.
I would love to go visit Kiwi, but I legitimately don't have a passport. I've never had one.
I'll patch you up. You lost to me. Armor patch
Down to
here.
30 seconds. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Even those spider totem like me.
Get off the payload so I can settle down. Get off the payload.
I'll patch you up.
I am barely harmed.
Ooh, I'm trying to save you. I'm
Fashy
trying.
said, I hope so. It would probably cost about 100,000 to get it back into decent shape.
That's an enormous amount of cash.
Nipu says, Fashy also marry the ghost. Tanya Anon says, I'm reminded of that article return to the land thing I mentioned before.
Let's see.
Probably a cutie. Dio says, friends should definitely get passports.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, well,
I need.
what for? That's money. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's money.
Maybe eventually.
You're ready for action. Who needs a power up?
I'll be done.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man. Mess of explosive spiders. Oh, that's the stuff. I'll patch you up.
Alright, everyone get on the payload right now. Everyone on the payload.
There are a whole bunch of villages you can buy in Spain for $300,000.
Okay, GG.
Only 50 seconds left.
Don't get on the payload. Just lose.
France looks like it's about 450,000.
You ain't got rid of me yet.
Who's Punisher? You guys are paired up with Punisher?
I'll patch you up.
Hey Punisher, you sucking ass, dude.
Relay deployed.
Report.
It ain't cheap.
Tell your buddy to go in the MR. Fish dude. So he doesn't have to land.
Hit them with everything.
You're welcome.
It's spider time!
Man, if you look it up, there are a whole bunch of towns for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get you next
Where
time.
at?
all over the place.
Wow.
I mean, depending on your price range, there are places all over. There are towns all over the world for sale. Oh, hey, here's one in New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah, hey, Kiwi. There's a place called Melon's Folly Ranch.
Went fish dude.
Manawatu Wanganui, New Zealand. The price says by negotiation. So there's an event. There's a town.
$5.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Any in Texas, but away from the border. Well, let me look. Let me look for Texas.
Away from the border.
Round 2.
We guard the galaxy, sure.
But if it's on the
But
border, then you can
sometimes
shoot the
we take
Mexicans.
stuff other people are guarding.
And literally kill Mexicans. Legally.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Try to take a bite out of spider, you'll tip a bank. Yeah, well, let me know if there's a change to the menu.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
That's what's gonna be a GG. Or maybe the fact that you did terrible last round.
Someone scratch my back. Crap. Those bigots don't grow on trees, you know. You're ready for action. How refreshing.
The Villa de Mina. Where is that? This is West Texas.
Why can't I hit him?
I'll patch you up. Team player, that's me.
That was just in time.
This is a nice spot. You're ready for action. This is real firepower.
Watch me go.
Someone scratch my back.
Find me, Psylocke. Save me.
No, that's near the border. That's my
Assemble, Lou, assemble! I'm trying to assemble so badly. Oh, look, I'm assembling on Psylocke's ass. That's a nice place to assemble at.
You're ready for action.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
No. They would have just held out a few seconds longer. I would have ulted. Just a few moments.
You're welcome.
Better stop that vehicle.
This is real firepower.
Maximum pulse.
Maximum
Maximum pulse.
pulse. Boom. I'm dead.
Comes rocket again.
Better stop that vehicle.
You're ready for action.
Stop that vehicle.
certainly don't make it easy to search for towns for sale.
No, it's very hard, but that's not supposed to be easy. To buy a town. No! No, stupid shark! Tranny shark, no! Oh my god, it killed me.
Final score 1-2-2.
10 and 10.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Keeps trying to get me to just go to buy land, but
Yeah, bro, buy land.
or ranches. Kiwi said that's near the capital. It's a nice part of New Zealand, and he's up near the very top, where the climate's more tropical. Okay. Dio says Oklahoma is about as good as Texas, and he expects to start getting offers on his property in the next 5 to 10 years as the city's grown. Well, let me see. The odd thing is there's a lot of ghost towns all through the Midwest states.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Hag!
I've seen wonders out there in the cosmos few humans will ever behold.
Here, Bo. Everyone uses this website. In New Zealand. Interesting.
Round 1.
Winning isn't always about hitting harder.
We'll be coming in
Sometimes
30
it's about
seconds.
thinking
Stay strong.
harder.
No, I'm not looking for a town
I
hall.
hate to admit it, but science alone might not get us through this one.
Things must be dire if you're willing to factor magic as a possible solution.
I'm willing to explore any advantages we have available, Stephen.
Then it's a good thing I happen to have a few up my sleeve.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is a nice spot. Call me a raccoon. We're gonna have a problem.
Enemy in front of us.
You need to stop that.
Crazy. Nipu says sleep. Gradually calling.
Good night.
Night, Nipu.
If you gradually calling sounds like not here yet. Oh my god. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me.
The Punisher's turret is active.
Let me return the favor.
So fast, friend. Literally. Hey, Petey, enjoy the amplifier.
Is Marvel Rivals just Deadlock? No, Marvel Rivals is original Overwatch and more fun. I don't know, I love this game. I absolutely love this game. I love this game so much. This game is very fun. Why am I hitting the roof when the goddamn when the cluster fuck here? Sure.
I won't rest until this is
You
solved.
bitch, so. Also, Deadlock is not very. It's okay. Deadlock is okay. This game is way better than Deadlock.
Yeah.
I have Deadlock. This game is so much better than Deadlock and way less woke than Deadlock. Substantially less woke than Deadlock.
We return the favor. You and me again, old buddy. Feeling fantastic.
Feeling fantastic. Gonna die. Gonna die because no heals. I knew it. No.
Huh. There's a Connecticut ghost town for sale for 1.9 million.
Oh, only $1 million. Wow.
Dude, look at the Victorian.
Oh, I'm lagging.
It has a whole bunch of Victorian houses.
A futile attempt.
And mills, like water mills.
Better put this to good use.
Better stop that vehicle.
Johnsonville is now on the market via Sherry Milky of William Ravis and includes a barn, former bank and post office, general store, several houses, a mill, and a covered bridge, which have views of the lake and waterfall. It's a 62-acre town.
62 acres. That's a lot
For
of acres.
1.9 million.
It's a lot of acres for me.
Several giant Victorian houses.
Yeah, cool.
Like the kind of house that would cost 1.9 million in a normal city. You get several of these for you and your friends.
No, I'm sure they're livable, not.
Actually, they're not as awful as you might think they would be, because they've been used for videos and film sets over the years. People have basically plans have fallen through on this many times, so they're not as bad as they could have been because. Yeah. Because work has been done on them over the years. But this would be a really cool. Gonna have a hard time mowing the town.
I'll mow it with love.
Dude, this would be beautiful.
More resilient than you think.
Sight, no. Not doing good. Good. Purge darkness.
Armed and dangerous! Fantastic!
The only way to get that turret is
Oh, Hell, Michigan is for sale for $900,000.
Let me return the favor.
Can send people to hell, literally. Haha. Oh, I keep getting revived. Thank you. I'm such a good person to revive. I'm sure there's no one better on the team to revive. I've followed the Naruto.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
Or buy 1,000 goats and turn them loose.
Buy 1,000 goats. That sounds cooler.
I like cows though. I don't like goats.
Can graze cows.
I'm not ready to give up yet.
Yes.
My
Better stop that vehicle.
Better stop it.
see.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Heal me! Heal me! Heal me! I'm gonna go heals.
I do the right.
No one's healing me, bro.
Tut Hill Antique Village for sale in Pittston, Maine.
Okay, cool.
It's 5.5 million. There's a wow. I just got to a place called Villaggio.com, all villages and ghost towns for sale. So they got like a few pages. Lobo, Texas. That's cheap, but that's right on the fucking border. 100,000 though. Night, Clown World.
Night.
Yeah, it was 62 acres. We could have 25 cows.
Oh wow, 25 cows.
Maybe.
A whole lot of cows.
It is. Well, you gotta remember they're gonna have calves, and do you want to raise your own beef or not?
It's a lot of cows to take care of.
Not really. It's easy.
Cows are easy to sit there and jack shit.
They're so easy to take care of.
By the eye of Agamotto.
By the eye of Agamotto. Everybody's dying by the
There's
eye
a
of
Spanish
Agamotto.
village with 44 homes for sale for 260,000 euros. Yeah.
Those European beans.
Yeah.
The current score is 0-2-3. Time to switch
Prime
things
deal
up,
if Trump
including
closes
which
the
side
border,
you're on.
yeah. And lets you kill people. That invade your
You'll
land.
need a top-notch team.
This one won't let me sort by anything. I just have to look.
Put our heads together. They have a fucking Bucky and a Punisher. We need some range.
Hard to process cows.
No. Well, let me rephrase that. Dio is correct. The problem is slaughtering them. It is much easier to process goats. It really is. Because you're processing something that weighs a couple hundred pounds instead of 1,000 pounds. But Dio is hold on. Dio is thinking about full-size cattle.
Yeah, but
I'm
Dexter's.
thinking about Dexter's.
The best cow in the world.
I'm thinking about little bitty
Magic.
Dexter's.
It's a magical cow breed that is smaller than a super huge, massive cow.
So instead of processing, a giant 1,000-pound carcass, a Dexter carcass is like 300 to 400 pounds.
Last point.
A Dexter generally weighs somewhere between. Dexter cows weigh around 500-600 pounds on the hoof, and steers and bulls can go all the way. Steers and bulls can get up to 800. Some are all the way up to 1,000, but a lot of people say those have been bred with low-line Angus. It's not very common to see a Dexter up that high, but an 800-pound Dexter steer or bull is fairly common. But 1,000 pounds is about the top. Dio says there's a farm near here that sells Dexter beef. Oh, Dio, you should get some. It is the best beef in the world. And it's not just me saying this. No. Gordon Ramsay will back me up on this. Literal chef Gordon Ramsay will tell you that Dexter beef is the best.
Those extras.
Dio says 300 pounds is still too much, to be honest. Need something you can lift yourself.
No, you can use a winch, man. Winch, a pulley. Like, come on, man. We're human beings.
Dio,
fucking use ingenuity, man.
Dio, if you
500
set
pounds,
yourself
man.
up a proper slaughterhouse for butchering Dexters, it's way, way easier than butchering full-size cattle. And it's really not much more difficult than a large deer. I mean,
Back up. Keep feeding his old.
Dio says, yeah, I buy from them. Good. Dexter beef is the best. And like I said, setting up your meat processing area, you want to, I mean, what do you want to be able to process on your farm? Do you want to be able to process a pig? Okay? Because full-size pigs are only half the size of a Dexter. Like, legitimate. A full-size pig is, you know, you get about 100 pounds off that pork, or 150 pounds. When everything's said and done, 150 pounds. Okay. That sounds right to me. Yeah, and then you need a big meat locker to cool the meat quickly. Or you just do it in the winter. You do it when you do it.
But if you're in a town, you could have the town buy like a big industrial freezer, or maybe repurpose one of the freezers in one of the buildings.
I was gonna say, if you and your friends are all together in this town, you literally have you literally have all of this that you share. It's not like, oh, I have to power this freezer to run my business. It's nobody has freezers. Nobody needs to have a freezer in their house because we all have our big giant freezer here. And everybody has their shelf, and we've got the big cooler where we hang the beef and or whatever.
Everyone should be working to make a successful community.
What the
Yes.
fuck are we doing?
And if you look at the Hutterites, they do communism really well. Like if
Communism on
you're
a small scale.
if you're gonna do religious communism, the Hutterites do it well.
I hate communism so much.
Well, it's just a religious communism.
It's just, I don't know. When people work collectively, you can achieve things. That's just how it is.
Kiwi says process them in winter when it's frosty, wrap up the meat in muslin cloth, and hang it outside under a tree or something. Many people do it this way.
Yeah,
Yep, Kiwi,
jerky
that is.
too. You can process a lot of it as jerky.
He was on.
Dio's getting sheeps and he's excited about having
Dude,
mutton.
that's so excited.
Alright, it bounced down both healers.
Also slightly psychotic. Feel those fucking baby sheep.
For some reason I'm seeing
No,
more
mutton
circle
is the
daggers.
full-grown sheep.
Oh,
He's
okay.
only had lamb, which
Good.
is the baby sheep.
I'm thinking of veal.
Yeah. Well, you're thinking of lamb, which is baby sheep.
Okay, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's okay.
They go a hole in and he'll make a dry storage room. That works too.
That does work too.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Spider Zero, I promise you will reach the web.
Ah, historic spaghetti western town for sale in Spain.
Is that Punisher turret down?
This is real firepower.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Edelweiss Village is for sale in British Columbia, Canada. Pierce, Arizona is for sale for 1.1 million. Ooh, for only 350,000 Australian dollars, you can buy the historic Pioneer Village near Adelaide, Australia.
Wow, probably only dog butt now. In Australia.
Well, yeah. Isn't that what you want it to be?
I guess. I log a fucking model.
Down. Keep diving.
Only 60 seconds left.
Hide from that fucking.
Dude. Just don't eat ram. That musky stink runs through the food.
Yeah. Yeah, the male sheep.
Male
So having known people with goats and sheep, the males have a musky smell. You have to castrate them, or the meat will smell like that. You have to castrate them before you eat them, or they're just not worth eating, is my understanding.
Stay with the convoy.
Theo said 350,000 Australian dollars. What's that like? 50 bucks?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't know how much that is.
Very low.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
This is real firepower!
A nice deep freeze.
You're welcome.
I'm trying.
Judge, jury, executioner!
What the hell? Almost the entire town of Campo, California is for sale.
Campo.
28 building portfolio or available. It's $6.6 million.
That's a lot of fucking
6.6 goy.
6.6 goy. Like a Jew ain't gonna buy that.
6.6
That's a Jew selling something to another Jew.
It is shaped like a fucking star.
Oh my god, Jews. It's Jews all the way down. Jews all the way down. Whatever, it's 10:30. That's it. That's show. We're done. We're done. Show's done. We're done.
We're done?
We're done before Luke gets demoted. Holy fuck. Stop. We're done. Holy fuck. We're done. Show's over. Ooh, creepy.
That room is filled with stuff.
That room is filled with
Well, here's
disgust. Okay. Whatever. That's it. We're done.
Well, that's gonna be Fashi's new place. He'll get it for paying taxes.
Crazy. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Japan's incredible. Japan's incredible!
Oh, Dia, look at Via de la Mina.
I'll click that. There we go. Crazy link.
You're all free now!
Abandoned town for sale.
You're all free.
New Zealand Lake.
You're all
Tiki.
free. Leave. Bye. I love you. Bye. Show tomorrow. Yeah. I feel good.
I like the shoes too.
You're free.
Yes, you're free.
You're free. Be free. Frolic. Frolic in the meadow. Is it okay to show YouTube links? Yes. Links are okay. Links are fine. That link is just weird looking.
This is day 3 of asking a professional chef to turn my potato fancy.
First step, we gotta peel the potatoes. I'm not a patient human, so I'm gonna cut these.
The nigger isn't a patient human.
Oh, you don't say. The nigger's not patient.
You can leave them whole. Fill this up with some cold water, pinch of salt.
Look at all these tattoos on
I'm gonna
there.
use these peelings. I gotta soak them. I wanna get all the water out. That's just
Gee,
gonna dry.
what the fuck is
These
it?
potatoes are
Gypsy?
about ready to pull off.
Fuck
I'm gonna
is
dump
this
these out onto a sheet tray real quick so they dry out
mixed
for me.
race
Add in your potatoes.
abomination.
So it's mashing the potato. Just in case you're wondering what all this hard work is for. It's for that.
God,
Give this a
Christ,
little
sir.
mix.
Hot milk, Bo.
Here's
You
my-
see. Hot milk.
These are all those
That's
potato
what
peels
it's supposed to
into the fryer.
look
Good.
like right there. I don't know.
Onto some paper towels. So, chives. You got fried potato peels, truffle aioli, pomaligot.
Let's dig in.
Pomaligot.
Oh
Pomaligot.
gosh.
These.
Holy crap. Truffle aioli?
That's what I want.
I'll take that home, chef. Potato fancy? Thank
Delicious, stretchy potatoes.
something, brother!
Potato fans. What is that? Is that cheese?
That's cheese and cream.
Cheese and cream. Monkey paws handled that food. That's why Bo needs to make it. I tried to free people on my phone.
You did. Free the Busaba.